When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website. And now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. Across the globe. It is I, your lovable host, Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust. It is Friday. That's right, Friday. End of the week for most of us. August the 21st in the year of our Lord 2015, which means it is free for all Friday, which means basically that, you know, we try to keep it a little bit lighter on the subject matter on Fridays as we slide into the weekend and hopefully trying to, I know you're getting a lot of so-called data dumps from, you know, from government today. There's probably thousands and thousands of pages of stuff, and a lot of it is probably stuff that we need to know, but, you know, it happens on Friday. So we don't really pay a lot of attention to it, especially now because, you know, we're into hour number 2 here already. I mean, talk about this being, I already know that this is the fastest 2 hours in the internet talk radio, but good grief. Did we really go through 60 minutes already? Just went that fast. I'm sure by somebody's standards, it was really only 30 minutes. But anyway, if you'd like to participate, if you have something on your mind, and, you know, Free for All Fridays means it's just about anything. You just have to keep the subject matter decent. But the number to call to join in on the conversation is toll-free 603-835-3224. Again, that number is toll-free, 603-835-3224. You know, there are people have asked me, well, you know, you seem to be well-versed on a lot of different subjects. And I say, well, you know, I read a lot, I pay attention, I watch a lot of informative stuff. You know, I listen, I pay attention to what's going on out there. It's not that, you know, I just do it through, it comes to me by osmosis almost, and I just do it on a daily basis. I just don't tune out. And so sometimes people ask me, well, is there any subject that you will not touch? And I say, well, it's only subjects that I know very little or nothing about. I mean, how can I talk about those types of subjects? So, and they say, well, anything that you know something about, you're gonna get into, no matter how controversial. And I always say, well, probably the more controversial, the better, because that's the stuff that really needs to be talked about and discussed and figured out. And one of the things that, conventional wisdom is that you don't argue with people. You don't talk to people in polite conversation about politics and what? Religion. I know that some of you are thinking, oh my, Rod is going to talk about religion. Yes, I am. So if you are easily offended by religious conversation, I'm going to tell you now, you probably will not want to listen. But I will say this, especially if you are Catholic, you're going to want to pay attention to me. And I know some people are out there are putting their hands on their heads, like Macaulay Culkin did in Home Alone. He did it on his face, but you're probably, holding your head like, no, don't do it. I'm afraid of nothing. And I'm afraid of nothing because I speak logic and fact. So therefore, I'm speaking the truth. So how can I be afraid of the truth? Jesus Christ said the truth shall make you free. So if I'm speaking the truth, how can I be afraid of that? Because you're going to offend all kinds of people. Rod, you can't. Well, you know what? I'm not afraid of offending people. If people get offended by what I say, that's not my problem. I don't know how many times I got to remind people of that. If you get offended, I really don't care. It's not my problem. You have to look at it and look at yourself and ask, well, why am I offended by this? You're most likely offended because your preconceived notion or your conventional wisdom was just challenged and you were found wrong. That's why you're offended. You heard the truth that everybody else seems to be afraid to tell you. Well, I'm not afraid to tell you. And I'm going to go right for the top. I'm going to talk about Pope Francis. Now, Pope Francis has been talking about for a while of visiting our southern border. And I learned today that, I was reminded today that Pope Francis at one point was looking at possibly, crossing the border, making some sort of gesture about crossing the border. And he wanted to speak to immigrants, legal and illegal immigrants, making some sort of a gesture towards our policy of illegal. Can I ask a question? Why is it that the United States is the only country that is supposed to welcome with open arms illegal immigrants? Nobody is ever talking about any other country, and I mean no other country on this planet is being pressured by everybody else on the planet to accept and keep and hold and assimilate, or not even really assimilate, but to have and legalize illegal immigrants. Why is it the United States the only country that has this kind of look? I realize that everybody in the world wants to come here, but why is it that not even Canada has to go through this? Why are we the ones that have to take on the world on illegal immigration? Why is it that we're supposed to just accept anybody, everybody, all the time, no matter how they get here, and screw our laws? But no other country is going, you don't hear anybody else say to any other country, well, screw your immigration laws. You should just let those people in and stay. No. I mean, not even in Mexico. We're supposed to just allow everybody to come across the southern border. But if you want to go the other way, Mexico will throw you in jail. And once you get out, they'll kick you out. But we're supposed to allow Mexicans and everybody else coming across the southern border. Look, if you're coming from Mexico's southern border and they catch you crossing the border illegally, if you do not get shot, they will put you in jail. And then when you're sentenced and served, they will take you back to the border and kick you out of Mexico and say, don't come back because you might not live next time. Literally. But we're supposed to take anybody who makes it through Mexico from their southern border, and Mexicans who come to, if they make it to our southern border and they cross over, we're supposed to keep them. And Pope Francis is basically saying, well, yeah, that's probably a good thing to do. And we're hearing this, well, would Jesus Christ send people back? Well, yes, he would. And here's why. Because the whole planet belongs to God, yes. But what did Christ say about money? When they were when the Pharisees came to him and was talking to him about money, what are you supposed to do with this? And what did Christ say? He said, whose face is on that coin? And they said, Caesar. And Christ replied, then, well,